So for today's class, we do the 5 fundamental exercises or core exercises. And the first one is totally twisted. The second one is anti-gravity. Then we do the swinger, the pullover, and the pretzel squat. And I give some information. I try to stick to the information that I will give you before the exercise, just in case I have to explain something urgently. Just in general, we would like to put in the spinal pelvic lock. We want to pull in the spinal pelvic lock. It means we bring the belly to the spine, so we suck in everything that's in here. We hold that last, drop of the pee, bring in the sex organs. And what is it? And what does this doing is basically it creates tension, and ultimately through the breathing it will circulate or push the spinal fluid up into the head. Okay, without further ado, I think let's get into it, because it's a short class and we only have a limited amount of time. So let's do totally twisted. We take the right hand and the right leg. We cross over the midline, and basically the right hand will go underneath the left armpit. I'm trying to go a little bit further, so we have like the latissimus here. So I don't know if that's desired, but I like to hold on here a little bit. I think that's a little bit easier. And the left hand goes on top of the left hand goes on top of the right shoulder. So the first breathing pattern, we breathe in and out through the nose, because we will stick the tongue in the left cheek. Head will go to the left and body will go to the right. Stick in the tongue, pulling the spinal pelvic lock, belly button to spine. The tongue in the cheek. And we breathe in together. In, out. In, out. In and out. Here's 4. Out. Okay, for the next one, we drop the tongue and we do stage breath. That means you breathe in, you hold it, you breathe in, hold, breathe in, hold, and then we release. Okay, again, so head to the left, body to the right. We breathe into the mouth, in, hold it, and more. We hold it, and more. We hold it more, and we exhale. And we try to rotate more on every exhale, on the final exhale. So, one more time. In, hold it, in, hold, more, we hold, and we release it. Okay, we check the spinal pelvic lock again, and we breathe in. We hold, we breathe in more, we breathe in more, we hold, and we exhale. Okay. For the last one, we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth 6 times. In and out. In and out. In and out. We try and rotate more, check the spinal pelvic lock. Number 4. Out. Okay, we come back to center slowly, we unwind. The next part is we do the same on the opposite side. So head will go to the right, body will go to the left, tongue will go into the right cheek, and we breathe in and out through the nose. In, out. In, out. In, out. Number 4, we check the spinal pelvic lock again. In, out. second breathing technique was in and out through the mouth in stage breath. Okay, number 1, in. We hold it, we breathe in more. We hold it, we breathe in more. Hold it, and we release it. And remember, when we release it, we want to rotate a little bit further. 2, in. Hold it, more. We hold it, more. We hold it, and we release. Last time, we breathe in. We hold it. We breathe in. We hold it, more. And we exhale. Last part, in through the nose, out through the mouth, 6 times. In and out. We're trying to pull our shoulders down. Number 2, in and out. Check the spinal pelvic look one more time. In and out. In and out. Number 5, in and out. And the last one, in and out. We come slowly back to center. We unwind and let's go for a walk. We need to go for a walk because the body likes walking. Is one of the most fundamental movement. And the time is used to integrate the movement. And why we're supposed to walk after each and every time we do a maneuver is to have it integrate, and or if it's a one-sided maneuver, as we've done the first part now, you might be able to feel a difference from left to right, or from the exercise basically. Okay, it was a little bit short, but anyways, let's go with the other side. So we've done the right side now, so now we start with the left side. We take the left arm and the left leg and we cross over again, left hand underneath the right armpit, or as I would like to do, I hold on to the outside. Right hand goes on top of the left shoulder. We move to the left side first, so it means head goes to the left, body goes to the right. We stick the tongue in the left cheek and we breathe in and out through the nose. In and out. We check the spinal pelvic lock, belly to button to spine. Number 2, in and out. 3, in and out. 4, in and out. We drop the shoulders with every breathing out. We're trying to rotate more. In and out. And last one, in and out. So the next breathing technique was the stage breath through the mouth. Okay, so we breathe in, we hold, we breathe in more, we hold, we breathe in more, we hold, and we exhale. We check the spinal pelvic look one more time. Belly button to spine, and we breathe in. We hold it, breathe in more, hold it, more, hold it, and release. Number 3, breathe in, hold, more, hold, more, we hold, and we release. Final breathing technique was in through the nose and out through the mouth 6 times. In and out. In and out. We drop the shoulder, rotate a little bit further. In and out. In and out. In and out. Last one, in and out. We come back to the center. I got calm on the last one. So we rotate to the opposite side, so head goes to the right, body goes to the left, pull in the spinal pelvic lock, belly button to spine, and we start again with the tongue in the cheek, tongue in the right cheek. We breathe in through the nose, in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Number 5, in and out. Last one, in and out. Stage breath through the mouth. We breathe in. We hold it. We breathe in more. Hold it more. We hold it and we release. With every release, we rotate a little bit further. Check the spinal pelvic lock. And number 2, breathe in. Hold more. Hold more. Hold and we release. Last one, in. We hold more. We hold more. We hold and we release. Last part, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth for 6 times. In and out. In and out. In and out. We rotate a little bit further. We push the belly button to the spine again. In and out. In and out. And the last one, in and out. We come back to center, unwind, release the hands, and we go for a walk again. So my eyesight just changed, got a little bit brighter, and while we're walking around and having the movements integrate, we would like to walk in figure 8. So it's the same if I draw an 8 like this. So everyone will still see the 8 even if I'm not in the picture anymore. So that's how we're trying to walk. And to make it funny, we can also reverse the 8 and don't turn leftwards, but we can just go back and go right. So usually I would ask if everyone's feeling okay, if there are problems or anything that came up, any emotions, any issues with anything. But I usually with that exercise, it doesn't. So the next one is anti-gravity. So there's different phases to anti-gravity, and I'll just quickly show them. First one is we interlock the fingers like this, and it will go. The hands will go on the back of the skull, like right on the bottom of the head here. So like this. I hope you can. It's visible now, and then we will pull up, and the elbows will go up. So that's stage or phase number 1. Then the next one is we will tuck the chin and move up and down. That's number 2. The third one is we do a squat position, and then we do the same movement from here. And the next one is in the full squat. And this is interesting where my journey, let's see if I can provide a different picture, because when I started the maneuvers I did not do a full squat, not at all. I'm better now. It might not be a complete full squat, how you see, the handbook full squat, but we need the full squat anyway. So full squat means we come in here, and then we breathe, and then we come back up. So that's anti-gravity. And what I'm doing, just give me a second. I adjust the camera. So let's check this one more time. So if I'm doing a full squat, even in the picture. Yeah, this will do it, kind of. This is my squat. Yeah, I think you have seen it, but I'm improving. So, what is anti-gravity? Anti-gravity is a full spinal decompression. If the totally twisted hasn't gotten to you, then this will do it. You'll just, in my opinion, afterwards you feel just light, your spine is stretched. And I also like the squat because it involves more my hip, more than just the rotation. But I might get into that later with the swinger, the pullover, and especially the pretzel squats. Okay, without further ado, let's take the hands. We interlock here, and we breathe. The technique for that is 3 through the mouth and 3 through the nose. Okay, so we start with the mouth. So we pull up the spine, we look up, and breathe. We pull in the spinal pelvic lock, belly button to spine, and we breathe in through the mouth. In and out. In and out. In and out. Last one. In and out. Through the nose. And out. 2. In and out. And 3. In and out. Not sure if I lost count, but we'll progress. For the sake of not cutting the video, we will just move on. I would ask the participants if it was 3 and 3. Okay, next one is we interlock the fingers again. We tuck the chin, and then we breathe in through the mouth. We hold it. We move up to the right, and we breathe down on the way. We breathe out on the way down. So next one, in to left, and we breathe out on the way down. Breathe in to the right and down, and breathe in left and down. Breathe in right and down, and breathe in left and down. Okay, next one is we go into a squat position, and sometimes what I do is I just show the profile as well, so people can see it. So for the sake of it, I'm just showing it now, and then I would rotate again. So we have it in here because what I would like the people to see is that we would like to have a straight back, because the tendency from us is to two parts is the hip and the thoracic spine, and I'll get more into the thoracic spine part later, but generally we would like to have an elevated straight spine. Okay, so interlock the fingers, we go into the position, pull in the spinal pelvic lock, and we breathe in through the mouth. In, we rotate to the right, and we breathe down. Breathe in to the left, and breathe out on the way down. Number 2, breathe in, up and down. Breathe in, left, down. And because I've said it, I'll show it one more time in the profile. So that's the squat position. I hope it's a nice straight back. We breathe in, go to the right, up, and breathe down. Breathe down, out on the way down. Breathe in, left, and down. Okay, next one is the full squat. I'm going to the front because the squat looks awful from the side. So we go down all the way as far as you can. If you cannot, that's okay. But I'm trying to go as far as try to go down as furthest as you can. If not, sometimes I just lean against the wall. The hands trying to get a little bit forward. It is the most effective if you can go down. So do what you can. And let's breathe through the mouth first. In and out. In and out. 3 in and out. Now through the nose. In and out. In and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. So we breathe in. Now we come bum up first,
Hang here for a second, knees are straight. And breathe in. And now we roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. And we look this guy. And we release to get the most out of it. And this is where the light bulb goes on, at least in my case. And the sensation that you might feel is that you might be able to yawn. Let's walk around and figure out to integrate it. Sometimes I yawn, and sometimes I am lightheaded. I'm a little bit dizzy. That's all part of it. In human garage, it's called high on your own supply. And funny is, when I started the journey, I haven't gotten to that point many times. It was way easier to go there for fasting and or if I do the movement on a regular basis. Not just like, okay, do this or that, but a proper program for half an hour, 45 minutes. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. It's called swinger. Swinger is a good exercise because it involves a rotational movement, and not just only a crossing, but also where the shoulders move against the hip. And this is what you do in rotational sports, tennis or golf. That I do a lot, and well, rotational sports, not only golf, but anyways, what gets to me in this exercise is that the pressure we create through that movement, because many times you in the sports you hold your core or you brace the core and you feel the restrictions and or the asymmetries left and right. And I particularly like that because this is, you see, or the coach can literally see where there are disbalances and or things that you can develop in terms of movement efficiency and or flexibility. Okay, so the position is you stand shoulder width apart, you pinch down a little bit so your knees are reaching your kneecap. Then you put the hand this side with the right side. Right hand goes on top of the left shoulder, and then the left hand will grab the outside of the arm and will pull. We'll pull the skin basically down. Head goes to the right and body will go to the left. And we breathe in and out through the mouth for 6 times. We pull in the spinal pelvic lock. And we breathe in together. In and out. In and out. In and out. Forward. In and out. In and out. Last one. In and out. We come back to center, walk around, have it integrated. So there's different variations to it, or at least what I would like to use as well is not only a pull, but also I rotate on the joint. It's a different movement because we're actually not locking the joint, we're pulling here, or we're talking. But for the presentation of it, we just continue with the swinger on the opposite side. Okay, let's do the left side. So left hand on top of the right shoulder, or a little bit over if you want. Grab the outside of the arm and you pull. Head goes to the head goes to the left, body go to the right, and again a little bit on top of over the knees. So head goes to the left, we pull, body goes to the right, breathe in through the mouth and out through the mouth. In and out. You check the spinal pelvic lock, and with every breath out, we rotate a little bit further. In and out. In and out. In and out. In
Okay, good. Let's walk around. I know if someone noticed if I'm left or right dominant, but again, this comes back to feeling the restriction inside the body. When you build tension and then you release it, this is how record sports is also played. All right, next one. Number 4 is pullover. And before we get to the pullover, I would like to show you the positions of the hand. So with one arm you grab the opposite shoulder, you go over, and there's the shoulder plate here, and you can come a little bit to the outside and trying to pull the skin basically over the shoulder like this. And then with the other side, you just grab the rib cage and pull this way. You're trying to pull the skin from the outside towards the inside. Okay, this will work on your lower back, but the effect is bigger if you can actually just pull here and well, we will lift the shoulder anyway, but you feel a stretch from the, hopefully you will feel a stretch from the upper part into the lower part. Okay, so let's start with the left hand on top, and right hand comes around. Now we pull in the spinal pelvic lock first, belly button to spine. We pull the shoulder up, and head moves to the right, and we slightly bend our knees, and we go down to the left knee. We breathe in and out through the mouth. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. You can adjust the hands if you need to. 4, in and out. Number 5, in and out. Last one, in and out. Come slowly up. Release. And because I always feel lopsided, we just start right away with the opposite side. So on this exercise, we get away with it, hopefully. So we go over the shoulder, outside of the shoulder blade. We pull over, left hand goes around the rib cage. Grip as much as you can and pull. Slightly bend the knees, pull in the spinal pelvic lock, belly button to spine. Head goes to the left, sorry. Shoulder goes up and over. Breathe in and out through the mouth. In and out. 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 Last one. In and out. Come back up. Loosen the grip. Whew, nice, I like that. And again, it depends a little bit on your individual restriction and or your sensitivity to feel a stretch. But I like it when it just goes all the way down into the lower back. So in case you have a sitting job or an office job where you sit a lot of times, or a prolonged time throughout the day, this might help you with releasing the tension there. It also works on the kidneys and bowel movement. So if any digestive issues, this might help as well. Let's turn around one more time. We have the 8 in a different direction. So, as the last one, we have the pretzel squat. Interesting fascial maneuvers because we will move arms and legs and head in different ways. And I like this one because it also works on the hips and the groin area. it stretches, but also kind of feel strengthening it, because we will be in that position for a little bit while we're breathing, and it can be a little bit taxing. So anyway, the position is we form a T with our legs. You can see that, and right now here. So then we step out 3 feet, or how the Europeans would like to say it's about 1 meter. So it's 1 meter, we step out and we keep the legs straight, the knees are locked, and then we rotate to the left. And for the sake of the video, I'm still facing my head forward. However, we're supposed to look to the left, towards the left foot. We take the right hand, we come around and across, we lean over, the left hand goes onto the left butt cheek, and we're really pressing into that. We're facing down, and what we do is now the left hand comes onto the the right hand comes onto the left shoulder, the right hand is on the back between the shoulder blades, facing up, palms facing up, and then what we do is we squat down, and we squat down as far as you can, and head goes to the right, body goes to the left. We breathe in out through the mouth. We breathe in and out. We breathe in and out. We breathe in and out. So we check the spinal pelvic lock. Now we switch hands. So left hand comes onto the right shoulder, right hand between the shoulder blades. Head goes to the left, body goes to the right. And we breathe in and out through the mouth again. Check the spinal pelvic lock, belly button to spine. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. We unwind and we come back up. And this already gotten the tension, as I said, in the groin, the thigh, and the hip region for me. So the hip is supposed to hold on, or the emotion that might come up is that the hip hold on to the fear, or we feel stagnant in life, we have nothing to move forward to, so this might come up. So this is my second squat basically. I'm still enjoying it because I know I can progress further going down. All right, let's do the opposite side. So we tee up the right foot, step out, we look to the right, knees are locked, straight legs, left hand comes up, comes around, going forward, right hand on the right butt cheek, we push out that cheek, we feel the stretch. Now left hand comes on the right shoulder, right hand in between shoulder blades, as best as you can. So, and head goes to the left, body to the right, and we squat down. And breathe in and out through the mouth. And out. In. And out. In. And out. I'm going to do one more time. In. And out. So we switch hands, right hand, left shoulder, left hand, shoulder blades, body to head to the right, body to the left. We squeeze in that spinal pelvic lock, and we breathe in and out and in and out, and last time in and out, and we come back up. We have it integrated. Let's go for a walk. Not sure if I'm actually, if the official version is supposed to have 6 breaths. I did 3 now. I guess what Human Garage would like to do is the breathing is 3, 6, and or 9. So just in case, I would repeat the exercise now, going back to the first one, the left side. And then the right hand side, so yeah, I guess these were the 5 exercises, and I'm looking forward for the feedback. Will be exciting. Thanks for the opportunity, and yeah, we go from here. Thanks. Bye.